we've been doing remote for the last 6 years since we started. And number one, we self-implemented EOS for the last 2.5 years. That was a game changer. And then we started using 90.io. I love that compared to Excel spreadsheets and Google Docs. At one point, we were paying quite a bit of money for 90, and we're like, let's use Excel. We rebuild EOS on Excel. That was a shit show. Halfway through the meeting, we're like, nope, we're back to 90 at that point. So that's one part. The other part is, this works for in-person as well, but the whole predictive index, culture index idea of the right team, that helps us. Now, on the remote specific type of approach, once a month, Jay, we ask about 20 questions to everybody in the team. Like, hey, are you motivated? 1 to 5. How are you with your pay? 1 to 5. How is your communication with your colleagues and your manager, et cetera, et cetera? And you'd be surprised. You'd think people lie, right? No, people are at least 80 or 90% honest, which is good enough for us as leadership to talk to them. Hey, I see that you said this. How can I help you? And there's a question there like, what's your workload from 60% to 120%? Or how likely are you to recommend our company 1 to 10? And why? And what can we do to help you? So we really read the intake form here, and we act immediately. We talk to them so that's a good way, because when you're in the office, it's easy to know what's happening, but remote, it's been a really good tool.
And so you're sending that survey monthly?
Monthly,
and
yeah.
It's the same survey?
Same survey. You'd
That's
think
funny.
we're the only crazy company that asks everybody in the company every month, are you happy with your pay?
Yeah.
And why we do that? Because again, 1 to 5. So if it's a 4, okay, we keep an eye. But if it's a 3, and if someone high performing, we're like, okay, we either decide here as a business, are we going to give a raise or not? So it's been phenomenal from that standpoint.
Wow, interesting. What are some of the findings that you also find out through that survey, that monthly survey?
I call the early detection system for cancer in the culture. So there's some people, as we know, that never going to be a fit in a given company. And you're able to see that based on how likely they are to recommend your company. And again, what we do, we talk and try to help. But if you try to help 3 or 5 times and things are the same, it's not good for that person. It's not good for the company. So that's an amazing tool.
So essentially, if you're noticing that they consistently would not recommend the company, and you've tried so many ways to support them and help them, then you know that's not the right fit for the.
Yeah, they're not happy. We're not happy. Nobody's happy. So let's just make the hard decision and try to help them in other ways. Yeah,
makes sense. So in terms of like the battery of tests that you do up front around personality profiling and stuff, is there an element in there that tells you about whether someone's going to be a good remote person or not a good remote person?
Good question. So when you think about the types of personalities, right? So you have autonomy.
Yeah.
And I like to define autonomy from, say, 1 to 10. 1, 2, or 3 would be the typical stereotypical government employee, where it's just kind of like they're, don't want to grow, whatever. I don't even know if I agree with the stereotype, but just saying 1, 2, or 3 is someone that doesn't want to grow in their career, very low autonomy. And then you have 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Those are the moderate. And then you have 8, 9, and 10s, which are the crazy entrepreneurs like us. And depending on the size of the company, we try to avoid hiring the crazy entrepreneurs. I don't want someone reinventing the company. I want someone who likes the mission, etc. So I would say for remote, moderate autonomy. And then the other trait that we like to look is conscientiousness, which is how well someone likes to do the job. So, for example, normally highly detailed people, very structured. If they said they're going to do something, they will do it. So that's the type of trait that I believe it's super helpful. Is it helpful in remote? Yes, but also helpful in in-person environments. And there's good research saying that there's correlation to job performance. The other thing is cognitive assessment, which also has, it's actually cognitive ability explains 25% of the job success. So look at those things.